Welcome my dear friends. As we implement the Panchakosha curriculum in our classrooms, you must be aware of how this brain works in the child. Are you ready to become a brain builder? Hi, welcome to the Panchakosha development series, and I am Dr. Rajni Rao. And in today's series, we will learn about how this brain is structured and how this functions. Well, we'll have 2-3 parts of this brain development because I want each one of you to realize you are not a mere kindergarten teacher or a parent, but you are a very key person in the child's life who are building their brains. To build the child's brain, you must know the formation of this brain, and my dear teachers and parents, I request you to keep a model of this in your classroom, in your school and at home, because this is one organ that we need to understand, remind that this is functioning inside our head. We can't see the way we are seeing it on the screen. This causes all the problem, and once you know what happens inside this brain, I wish we could just see and correct ourselves instantly. So please keep a model of this in your classroom and at home and understand the 3 parts of the brain. So what are the 3 parts? The first part you see here, the back part. You know, this is called as reptilian brain, and I will keep it very simple for you to understand. So this back brain, which is also called as brain stem and old brain, this is called as reptilian brain, and this brain has been evolving since the reptilian age. So this is a very old brain which has all the programming, which wants to be safe all the time. So as teachers, you must understand this brain, this part of the brain prefers to stay safe. It doesn't want to work. Like, you know, it is very happy when we are not using our brains. We are just watching television. We are just listening to music. This brain is very happy. And next, the middle brain is called as emotional brain, where all the emotional processes happen. We think it is our heart which processes our emotions. No, this heart can only pump blood and purify blood. All the emotions that we feel, that we process, and what happens after that emotional experience is determined here in the emotional brain. And this is the most advanced brain, the forehead, where you can touch and feel. This is the forebrain called as neocortex brain. This is the most advanced brain that we all have evolved with, and for this brain to operate, we need the first 2 parts of the brain to be calm and silent. So any chaos in the reptilian brain, where the brain will come out of the comfort zone, it disturbs the emotional brain. It triggers the emotional brain, and the emotions will now create emotions like fear, like anxiety, like doubt, and it will control the neocortex brain. This will not allow, the reptilian and mammalian brain will not allow the neocortex brain to work. And the whole objective of Panchakosha development, especially when it comes to the Pranamaya Kosha and the Anandamaya Kosha, we need this brain to work. That is why Panchakosha is integrated into our curriculum. We want children and adults to use this part of the brain, and this can be used effectively when we know to regulate our emotions in the middle brain, and when we know to handle the programming of this reptilian brain. So I will talk more about this in coming days. For now, hope you all understood the 3 parts of brain, which is the most advanced brain that we need to use, and the whole Panchakosha framework is to build this and create parasympathetic nervous activation. I'll talk about this in the next session. But for today, please understand, you are not just parents and just teachers. You are the brain builders, and there is so much to know about this brain in order to bring in the Panchakosha development in our classrooms. So see you in the next series.